coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a heck of a move.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
But that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 9.
Now Hill. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Up the middle they go. Pulls. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Dobbins once more, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dragons have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
To try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one, a 13-play drive in total.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And after for the field goal last time. Let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Well, you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
San Antonio.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the San Antonio 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Joseph looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Bulls. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Gabriel. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the 1st half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. And that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Second and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
San Antonio.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And this is the running back. And this will turn into one of the best plays of the week. He's gone. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Houston Texans. And this is the man at quarterback for the Patriots. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Pats had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the LA Rams. And this is the Commanders wideout. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Commanders are back to within a game of 500. They move to 5-6 with the win. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Able to slither by. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dragons offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the San Antonio.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Now back to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, San Antonio.
They'll set up to throw. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And bulldozing his way through. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 22-yard scamper.
And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
little juke. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hill.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
To throw is Hill. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
That's a gain of 7.
Throwing again is Hill.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off of play action. Hill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he caught.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
This play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Hill. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the San Antonio first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal is a way of doing it. Makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Hill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now it's Hill. They'll try and do this, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll try the left side. Pulls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Hill. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities. 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
36-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Hill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Play fake. Hill.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hill looks to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down, Dragons.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
San Antonio, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago first down. On the give, this is their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
It's second and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bowles. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hill.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now it's second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
And again, it's Hill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on third, Hill. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's second and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
They'll run the option here on first and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll run again.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 15, a minute 11 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw. Hill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And 8 yards.
Hill throwing once more.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Fourth down.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
For a first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining.
Here's second down.
Here's Hill.
And that one too wide and incomplete. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they